So I'm Michael.
And I'm Seth.
And we're staring at San Jacinto Mountain. And on the other side of that is Palm Springs.
Which is where we came from.
Yep. So we left Joshua Tree and we came to, actually some people we had met from, I don't even know where, Missouri. They had told us to go to Pioneer Town on our way to Palm Springs. So we went there, and it's old movie sets from movies like Bonanza, and it's its own town now, and it's got two music venues.
Yeah.
And the one we went to was called Pappy and Hariots.
Pappy and Hariots, yeah.
And it was amazing. There was like some psychedelic band was setting up and testing 4 different songs they were going to do with the engineer, and we're like, wow, we could stay here all night.
But we don't stay up late, so we didn't.
Yeah, and it was snowing. We were going into Palm Springs.
And the reason we were facing this direction is because this view is too good to miss while talking to you.
And we're trying to wait for the clouds to pass. We're like, no, it looks really cool like that. So we just started. So we took our truck camper from there having dinner, and so we spent our first night at our place. It's an RV park called Happy Traveler RV Park. And it is very like retro 70s without even trying.
Yeah. And some really, really cool 70 and 80-year-olds hanging out at it too.
And we walked down one of the gay streets there, and we kind of felt more at home hanging out with people doing water aerobics than drinking late night into the evening.
Absolutely. That
so
sounds
our first full day there, we went swimming in the pool, which was hotter than the hot tub. And
they were both kind of lukewarm, but I get it. It's usually really hot there, and I think they want something that feels pretty warm but keeps you kind of cool. Anyway,
but we were just so blown away the whole time by the mountain range. And, I think that was our favorite thing. We kept feeling like it was Hawaii. We couldn't believe Palm Springs.
Because it's pretty green this time of year. It is March the 20th right now, so so we went mid-March. So
we actually worked a full day, and so then we knew we wanted to go camping. We had noticed that day, the first day, that people were
hiking.
Okay. The people near our RV park, we noticed tons of people with poles. Everyone was getting out and parking. And walking on the other side of this. And so we
really didn't realize that I think this is one of the biggest trails in Palm Springs, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't realize that we'd gotten a really cool RV park where we walked basically 2 blocks to get to this trail.
It reminded me of Sedona. We kind of like just walk out and hike in beautiful
definitely
places.
Had that Sedona feel.
So the trail that we did was South Lykken Trail.
South Lykken Trail. Yeah.
And there's a nearby visitor center, and there's like a $15 or so fee to get in and walk a mile out and back to a waterfall.
Wait, that had nothing to do with this trail.
But
this is besides the trail.
We didn't do that.
South Lykken Trail was the one that was free.
Before the entrance to that, I was going to say, is the trailhead we did, the South Lykken.
Which is really cool because you see people starting to zigzag up the...
Yeah, that goes up.
Which
that's what we wanted.
There's a lot of elevation gain, but it was totally worth it. I mean, even if you don't want to do the entire trail and you pop out and you do the first quarter, maybe the quarter mile, like just do it for like 5 or 10 minutes. It's amazing. The views, they just instantly start getting really good.
Yeah, so we did that just after sunrise. And
we didn't do the whole trail.
No, of course.
Just a very small portion of it.
It was about a 6-mile, 7-mile trail.
Yeah, and it's not a loop. It just stops on the other side.
We went to the highest point we could, and then we had coffee.
But that was absolutely amazing. I would definitely do it. And again, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes up, do it.
What was the coolest part of the whole hike?
Oh, the bighorn sheep. Oh my God, they were amazing.
I counted 23 with my new binoculars.
And we were kind of hiking, and all of a sudden we were just like in the middle of them. We did not realize it, and they were kind of behind us too because they were just everywhere.
Yeah, at some point we were waiting for them to cross the trail, and at one point they started running from someone above them, and I panicked.
I'm like, oh my gosh,
they're coming at me. So that's the closest I've been to something so big like that. The sheep were just beautiful.
Right. Yeah, no, they were kind of majestic.
So that's a lot on that. That was probably my favorite part.
That was definitely the coolest. That was the coolest thing because we like nature, and so even when we're in Palm Springs or we go into a city, we look for nature.
In town, there were a lot of shops that you'd find at any kind of like tourist town where it was like like places handing out menus, getting you to come in and eat.
Yeah, it had like a South Beach type vibe, but the California version of that.
And so some places that stood out to us on the downtown strip were Brandini Toffee. It's just like a toffee shop that makes you can put toffee in ice cream, a milkshake, or
I don't know. It was super good. It was amazing. It was super gourmet.
Great
but
customer service.
Yeah.
We were like, they have a 4.9 Google review, like our store.
I know.
They must be good.
I was like, we have to go there. How can you not go to a dessert shop that has a 4.9 rating in Palm Springs?
And if you don't want to give someone 5 stars, just don't push the button. Give people 5 stars when you feel like they've earned it.
Yeah.
And then the next day, we biked around, and then the next day we did the Palm Springs Art Museum.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Shockingly amazing.
Yeah.
I thought it would be good, but it was I thought the whole thing was curated, so everything was.
And my phone stopped the video, but spoiler alert, we make it to
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, and you can see the Strat in the background. But yeah, so we really did enjoy the museum. There's a lot more there to see than I thought for, Palm Springs not being a giant town.
There are 2 outdoor areas down below that you can walk out to. They're like a sunken area with beautiful views.
Yeah, don't miss both of them. It seemed like one of them had almost nobody there, and then the other side had lots of people there. So yeah, it was really worth checking that out. And then from there we left Palm Springs and drove up to San Jacinto State Park and Idyllwild. The views were amazing. Again, getting up there into the mountains.
And we had no idea that. We thought we'd just be in a state park, not near anything. We had no idea that it was walkable into a cute little town on the top of a mountain.
Yeah, so we parked our truck camper, and then we just walked into Idyllwild, which had a really good brewery. We checked that out. It's the
Idyllwild Brewpub?
Yes, the Idyllwild Brewpub. And then the next morning, we got up, had our standard breakfast, did a day of work, and then that following day, we walked around Idyllwild.
We seem to always find a donut place. This was Amelia's Donuts with homemade donuts, and it was just, everybody was local there. It felt really fun that we were just kind of popping in.
Yeah.
And then we did another hike near the Idyllwild Nature Center, and it was really cool because the whole time we were up in this area in the mountains, we always saw people through hiking through the Pacific Crest Trail.
Yeah.
And we even got caught out in the rain.
We got caught in the rain. We did not check the weather, but it was kind of fun. And luckily we got to see a beautiful rainbow over San Jacinto. So yeah, no, it was totally worth getting caught in the rain. And then yeah, in dusk there was absolutely beautiful. So we stayed as long as we could.
It was one of those reflective moments where you're like, I can't believe we're doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. And then even walking back into town, like it was just so pretty, seeing the mountains kind of everywhere and being nestled up in them. Grabbed some dinner at a little
Idy
Sushi Rolls, I think it was. Teeny little place, but really good. Again, kind of surprised by how many good restaurants were up there.
Sad to leave.
Yeah, and then next we went to Sequoia, but we enjoyed the views on the way down the mountain. It was a beautiful day, and driving back out through Southern California.
And as the YouTubers say, click like and subscribe to see more of our content.
Yes, please help us out. Subscribe. Thanks for watching.